Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled amidst rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a wise old woman named Amara. She was known for her radiant smile and her ability to dispense invaluable life lessons through simple metaphors. Her favorite analogy was life is like a cup of coffee. In the heart of the village stood a charming coffee shop called Aroma, run by a talented barista named Luca. Luca's coffee was not just a beverage. It was an experience that touched the souls of those who savored it. People from far and wide would travel to the village solely to experience the magic of Aroma Heaven's coffee. One crisp autumn morning, a curious traveler named Emily arrived in the village. She had heard tales of the legendary coffee and was determined to taste its charm herself. Following the aroma, Emily found herself at the doorstep of Aroma Haven. Stepping into the quaint coffee shop, Emily was greeted by Luca, who wore a warm smile on his face. "Welcome to Aroma Haven," he said with genuine hospitality. "What brings you here today?" Emily replied, "I've heard wonders about your coffee, and I couldn't resist the temptation of experiencing it myself." Luca nodded and prepared a cup of steaming coffee for Emily. As she held the warm cup in her hands, Luca began sharing his wisdom. "Life is like a cup of coffee," he began. "It starts off as plain and ordinary, just like the simplicity of black coffee, but it's in your hands to make it extraordinary. Just like how you can add flavors and toppings to your coffee to suit your taste." He continued, "Sometimes life may seem bitter, just like the first sip of black coffee, but it's the bitterness that makes the sweet moments even more delightful. Embrace the challenges and learn from them, for they shape your character and make you stronger." Emily took a sip and felt a profound sense of comfort. As she listened to Luca's words, intrigued, she asked, "What about the coffee grounds at the bottom of the cup?" Luca smiled knowingly. The coffee grounds represent the inevitable obstacles and setbacks we encounter in life. No matter how carefully we plan, some bits of ground will always find their way into our cup. But remember, it's not about avoiding them entirely. It's about learning to savor the goodness of the coffee while navigating the challenges. As the hours passed, Emily and Luca delved deeper into their conversation, savoring each moment as if time itself had slowed down. The aroma of coffee permeated the air, and it seemed like the whole universe was contained within the walls of Aroma Haven. Through Luca's wise words and the enchanting experience of sipping coffee, Emily began to realize that life was indeed like a cup of coffee. Its beauty lay in the perfect blend of bitter and sweet moments, challenges and triumphs, setbacks and successes. With newfound wisdom and a heart full of gratitude, Emily bid farewell to Aroma Haven, knowing that she would carry the lessons she learned that day with her throughout her journey. From that day on, whenever she sipped a cup of coffee, Emily would be reminded of the magical lessons she had learned in that quaint little coffee shop: how to embrace life's flavors, savor every sip, and find joy even in the coffee grounds that occasionally found their way into her cup. And so, the wisdom of Aroma Haven continued to touch the lives of those who sought the beauty in life's simplest pleasures, just like a cup of coffee.